Welcome back to the channel, and on this road trip, where are we at, Jolly?
We are camping at St. George Island State Park in the Panhandle of Florida.
And as you can see off in the distance over there, we are getting some weather coming in. So what we're going to try to do is show you guys the amenities here. We're going to show you the campsites and maybe even a nature trail.
And the beach, of course.
The beach, of course. That's what we're here for. So stay tuned, guys, and we appreciate you.
As you're coming into the campground, they got the dump station here, normal dump station, and they also have 2 dumpsters. There are 60 sites at this campground. They have water, electric, and they do have handicap accessible. This is site number 1. They all have picnic tables and fire circles, but no stand-up grills. That's number 2. Number 3. This is the comfort station, which is handicap accessible. It's got a ramp on the back side where you can go up. There's site number 14. That's a nice site. Site number 15. We're going to focus on the ones that don't have RVs in them. Here's site 21. Oh, it backs right up to the other one though. There is a second comfort station. So let's go inside the comfort station and check it out. It's right across from site number 24. So this is interesting. It says electric all-terrain mobility device. The beach wheelchairs are available. You just see the front desk where you check in. And here's the phone number if you want more information on any of those items.
All right, let's check out the men's comfort station, restroom / showers. And I have already checked to see if anybody was in here. And this looks like the handicap accessible shower. It does have a drop down bench. Let's check out the other showers. There's a bench right here. On that small little wall.
Okay, so I'm going to do this really fast before somebody comes in. I've already checked, nobody's in here. I've got 3 sinks, outlets if you do need them, and then back here, let's see, they have 1, 2 regular stalls, and then 1 handicap accessible stall with a shower. And I like the fact that they have this chair here for assistance. Not very wide in there, but it is nice. And I like the fact that there's a door as well and not just a curtain. And then you have 2 regular showers. Also has doors. No curtains. And where is the shower head? Oh, that's kind of strange. Let me stand inside the shower. So that's the shower. That's a different setup for sure. My back is on the wall, and I can almost touch that, and I'm only 4'11". So look at my hair. Here's site number 25.
I don't think
That's a pretty nice site.
nice. Got a lot of privacy. The back is
Yeah, nobody behind you. Privacy between 25 and then this Magna. Is that the name of the RV? I don't know. But it says Magna on it. That was number 26. Here's 27.
And as you can see, all types of rigs are coming in here. Fifth wheels, Class A's, diesel pushers.
We even saw a tent.
Yeah.
28's nice. That's number 28. That one's got privacy and nobody on this side of them. Very nice. Interpretive activity area. 29 is a pull through. That's also nice. Nobody on the left and nobody to your right. So 29.
I think that may be the only pull through here too. I don't know for sure, but I think that's the only one.
I think you're right. I think 29 is the only pull through. Here's the playground. So I thought it was closed because of the cones, but I think it's pretty much just set up like that so people won't park their cars in here because they don't have this blocked off. But they do have a nice playground here at the campground. A couple swings, a baby swing, and pets on leashes are allowed on that trail, but no pets here at the playground. And it looks like they also have workout stops along the way of that trail. This one here's 33. $34 looks like a nice one. A lot of privacy. A lot of privacy for 34, and it's wide. Look how wide that one is.
That's really wide.
Yeah, that's a really nice one.
And I've also noticed on our site and at different sites, the water's further up. That's
yeah.
pretty much the water and electric's to the rear, but some of them are in the middle.
Here's another one I believe is got to be a handicap accessible one. 39. Let's go show you this one. It's totally paved. It's got concrete, water and electric, just like the other sites, and it's got the raised fire pit. But it does not have a grill. No stand-up grill. Here's 42. Also pretty nice and wide. And there we are, number 44. All right, let's go check out site number 44, which is ours. It's a nice site, but definitely not the best site. As you can see, there is no privacy between 43 and us. We are only here for 2 nights, so that's okay. But like Scott was telling you guys, notice where our water is compared to our electric, and there is 30 and 50 amp. What is that critter? What is that? I don't even know. Looks like a cross between some kind of a bug and a crawfish. Strange. Let's let him live his life. And so we do have water and electric. Make sure you have plenty of line for the hose. I mean, you can always park up closer. The reason we parked this far back in our site is so that our picnic table would be blocked just for privacy. So as you can see the site next to us, but at least there are some shrubs here for privacy. So like I said, it's a nice site, but not the best site. That was site number 44. Doesn't seem like there's nobody at 46, but I don't know about that one, because 47, which is that one right there, your picnic table is right to their fire pit. Yeah, the fire pits are pretty much, what, 10 feet apart?
Mm-hmm.
So that's 46 and 47. That's 46. And then here's 47. And their fire pits are pretty much together.
Another handicap.
Yep, and that is a handicap accessible one.
48.
48 is handicap accessible. Oh, that's a big boy. High Country, Montana. That's a nice one. That's real nice. $50. This is site number 50. I'm not too sure about this 52. You can see the dunes behind you. Site number 60. And then we're back at the dump station.
So what I'd like to do is show you guys how far the beach is right from here.
You got your phone, so we could do the mileage?
Well, you could do it in real time if you want. It's right here at the end. So let's do it in real time. Go.
All right, so we're going to show you real time how close the beach is, or how far the beach is, depending on how you look at it. And then Scott is looking at the mileage, only because we are on the segways. So maybe you want to walk, then you'll know how far it is distance-wise. There's the entrance to the beach that is right across from the campground.
And it's handicap accessible.
That's a good thing to note.
So let's see how far we could go with the site, guys.
All right, let's check it out.
All right, exactly 0.2 miles.
That's not
2/10 of a mile.
Yeah, that is not far at all to get to the beach.
Okay.
So let's go over there and check it out. I like the fact that they have parking as well right here. So if you want to just bring your car from the campground, even though it's not far,
Yeah.
maybe you're bringing a lot of stuff in a cooler and you don't have to like walk it. They also have
beach umbrellas, all kinds of stuff, chairs.
Yeah. Pets and alcohol prohibited. No lifeguard. The weather is definitely coming in. Wow, this is really nice. Of course, the water is looking a little dark because look that way. The rain's a coming. Look how beautiful it is right now. Right before sunset. rainbow. I like that sign because we were raised to do that when we would go to the beach. There's the boat ramp. So this is the first beach. A lot of parking. This is also where the East Slough Trail is, which is right here across the road. All right, we're going to check out the East Overlook Trail, and it's half-mile one way, so 1 mile. Let's go check it out. You can also bring your bike because they have a bike rack right here, and it looks like it is handicap accessible, which is also a very good thing. Look at this little guy on the trail. There he goes. Oh, he jumped. All right, you can go down that way, and we're going to go down there in a minute. But first, we're going to check out this overlook. All right, so you can bring mountain bikes, or you can hike and walk. I don't think this would be suitable for a wheelchair.
Looks like somebody did the
sugar sand. Well, it's only half a mile. Let's go check it out. Oh, I think this is the end of the trail, and it looks like they have a nice little overlook. Well, we thought this was an overlook, but it was just part of the path to keep on going. Pretty overgrown this way.
There's a bridge coming up.
Oh. All right, so we came to this little area. We just came off of that little boardwalk. Campground straight. And we're not quite sure what that is. Not sure what trail that is, but guess what? We're gonna head back where we came from because it is super hot.
And also, just to let you know, I don't know where, you know where that might be?
What?
That's attached to the campground, right? We've seen a trail.
Yeah.
That comes from the campground.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, there's no, like, you'd almost have to walk all the way down that street that don't really have a shoulder either, so.
So we're headed back.
Yes, we are.
If we spot anything, we'll make sure we video it for you. We'll give you our thoughts at the end.
I'm almost out of water. I might have to do smoke signals for help. Out here.
We got nothing to light a fire.
That's it.
But, you know, in case you are so inclined to do so, you can exercise here too.
I might do 10 reps right now.
Go ahead. I'll video you.
Nah. Not on video.
So this is Sugar Hill Beach Use Area. So you have that entrance. You have this entrance over here to the public beach. You also have 3 pavilions. That one, this one, and there's a third one. And there's a third one down there, as well as another entrance to the beach. You have up there, as well as a soda machine and another spot where you could sit in the shade. And they have the showers right there with the stand-up barbecue grills. And of course, the beautiful beach. Swimming area, fishing area, and they even have an artist around here. I think that's a pretty accurate drawing. Look, the baby seagull is happy. Or the baby snow plover.
We're going on the hike to the furthest point.
All right.
If you want to call it a hike.
Yeah.
A segue.
So we're going to try to get to the furthest point of the island.
Yep.
And
Gotta go through this gate.
Yep, it's unlocked. There's no key code. We'll see how far that is. Scott's going to put the mileage.
Yep.
And right there is the public beach. Just so you know where it is. Let's go check it out. All right, this says it's very difficult. Hiking, bicycles, no horses, and no ATVs. So we'll see exactly how difficult this is and how far it is and what awaits you at the end.
Hold on. Yeah. Jolly's taking an Instagram of this. So go follow us on Instagram and we'll post it.
All right, we've come across more flooding, so this is the second flood area, but someone's made a little path that we're gonna go through. We made it to the end, and it seems like it is a parking area. It's absolutely beautiful, but we're gonna keep on going down. How far was it?
Right at the gate, it's 4.14 miles.
Say it again, in case it was windy.
4.14 miles from the gate to here.
And I must say, being a Floridian, it's a treacherous 4 miles. You
Plus
better
it's
bring.
hardcore on these.
Yeah, you better bring a lot of water and sunblock.
I'm definitely going to write the company on these segways.
Yeah, they did good.
Because they need to sponsor us. Because this is one product we can stand behind.
Absolutely.
That's legit. Not just doing it for the heck of it. But these things, I mean, these are not supposed to be off-road. But we've had these
Everywhere.
many years and been through all kinds of stuff.
So we're going to go down there and see what kind of view we got. All right, so here is the very end of the trail. It is absolutely beautiful, and I am so hot and sweaty that I'm going in for a swim. And I think Scott's going to get his feet wet.
Yeah, for sure.
Look, there's one guy fishing down there in a boat. Oh yeah, I'm going in for sure.
Oh yeah.
There's Scott trying to get a GoPro shot of the crab in the water. This is National Geographic's, ladies and gentlemen, right here on RoadTrippin. We have the camera underwater and the crab is heading to it. I hope he doesn't grab the camera. Oh. He is. He's grabbing the GoPro. Is he going to take the GoPro with him? He's pinching the GoPro from the back. He's trying to figure out what the heck that is. Too bad we can't automatically turn it around. That's crazy. Is he gonna go around the front? That would be like the coolest footage ever.
We just got back from that hike and we took showers because we were completely exhausted.
Exhausted.
We actually should have showed you that because, well, you see, we took the Segways, right?
They
And
did good on the way there.
let me tell you something. They're not built for off-road or anything like that. Like I said, if 9bot's listening, give us a call. We'd love to work
Try
with
out
you on
another
that
one, a bigger
situation
one.
because it's something definitely we could stand behind. We've had ours probably 5-6 years, maybe something like that.
Sounds about right.
And great, but the problem is we didn't know exactly how far that this trail was, and we didn't exactly get the distance we normally get on them because we were doing so much off-roading.
Because it was in sand, as you
And
see in the video.
We really should have showed you the agony we were on the way back. But this is going to be the conclusion of this park, and we're just going to go over our thoughts.
So number one, negative.
And I'm probably going to agree with this if I know what it is. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
The first thing is, I don't like the fact that they don't have sidewalks or pedestrian walkways to the beach, or actually they don't have them anywhere. So through the campground, like always, they don't have sidewalks usually at campgrounds.
Yeah.
Usually you
That's
walk
everywhere. Ford has the same thing.
Yeah, but
in the loop area.
in the loop, no sidewalks. But once you get outside, like other state parks we've gone to, they do have a designated either a sidewalk or a designated biking, walking area.
Yeah,
Well, as
for
you see
bikes.
in the video, this one does not have it. So, I mean, it's not a very busy park. I mean, it's a Saturday, and really there aren't very many cars out at the beach.
We've segued down the road to get to some of the trail.
Everywhere.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, to the beach.
So yeah, that's probably one of the cons that I have also, because right when you get into the park, it has no sidewalks. Now, Anastasia had sidewalks. There are some that have like sidewalks. So yeah, that is a con for sure.
Yep.
Not a deal breaker. It's just a con.
Just something to mention.
Let me have a con.
Go ahead.
Okay. My biggest con is they should have at these trails the distances marked down.
For sure.
Now, the day one when we got here, we went on one that was supposedly, well, maybe it was our
mistake.
Our mistake. But on the map, it said half mile. And we already drove like 4 some hours the second day to get up here, so I was kind of already
we were tired.
wore down and stuff. But we figured, hey, let's go ahead and get as much video as we can and try this hike out before we actually get to the campsite. Well, a half a mile turned into like 3 miles somehow. It didn't. I don't even know how it happened. All I know is we weren't prepared. We didn't have enough water with us.
Well, we took the water, and I had a Coke. I was drinking a Coke. He had a water.
Yeah, which got hot in the sun. It got hot like.
Well, I still drank it.
Within a few minutes.
Still drank the
now,
Coke.
we love to hike. So when we even go out of state, we're prepared, right? We got our backpack. We got it full of water. We got like different
Snacks.
things and the backpack. But in this scenario, we figured a half mile. What are we going to do?
Yeah, take a water,
so
take a soda, we'll be fine.
We just kept walking. I'm thinking to myself, this is not a half mile. This is just not a half mile. So when Jolly went up to the front to ask, it wasn't a half mile.
It was a mile. That part that we saw was that it was half mile from the front where you check in to
the trailhead.
To the trailhead.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really 1 mile one way, so 2 miles. 1 mile and 1 mile.
We went just over 2 miles. And I know what you're saying. You're saying 2 miles. That doesn't seem when it's. I mean, it was high noon. It was right dead in the middle of the sun. We had no sun, and you know, we always say this all the time. Take sun protect down here. You should have some sort of sunblock on. It definitely makes it cooler, and you don't burn. So
but we have it with us. We have it.
We didn't even use it. And today's where I got this from, pretty much, mostly.
Tell them how long that hike was. The one to the end of the thing.
So I'm going into, this is basically about some of the cons that I have, because really it wasn't even on a map either, this other hike.
Yeah,
it's
the one at the end.
It's at the dead end, and you can go, you see in the video where the gate's shut, you got to shut the gate behind you, but the terrain, and we looked at it and we were like, well,
it's difficult.
We did a little bit of it the day before, and we were running all over the place with the segways, but then the segways started getting low, like to 2 lines, and we really didn't know how far that was. They just said, oh, it's not that bad. So, well, we had some ideas, because this guy on an electric bike said, I'm going to try to make it to the end today. And I'm thinking, okay, he's on an electric bike and he's going to try to make it to the end. I'm thinking, that's
how far is it?
How far is this actually, right? So we ended up really taking the segways all the way. It ended up being just over 4 miles.
One way.
156, one way. And this is some, you know,
you see it in the video.
You had sugar sand to contend with walking through.
Which was beach. The beach sand.
A couple areas was flooded. You had to walk around them.
There was some paved areas.
Little bits, like we would get on the Segway ride and then we'd get off at the sugar sand, because it was just, I mean, you've seen, we've taken Segways out on the beach.
Yeah.
Perfect, and they can handle it if it's, you know, mostly if a bike can go on it, the Segway can pretty much go on it. Not with this. It was just too deep of sugar sand. But the point being is we knew when we got to that destination, don't get me wrong, it was beautiful.
It was beautiful. You see it in the video. Crystal clear water, like nobody there.
Well, one boat off in the distance that had to get there by boat. But other than that, you pretty much had the place to yourself. And you know, you see more sea life.
Yeah, we saw stingrays, we saw crabs.
Big crab, about this big.
Hermit crabs.
We tried to get video of that, by the way. And a whole bunch of stuff. Anyhow, we started sitting there and we got to thinking, that's going to be tough going back, because the segways were already
down to 2 lines.
You know, and if you guys followed the channel, you know that I had 1 accident on this because I didn't pay attention to the beep of it's telling me that the battery's low. And they're gyro, so once that battery goes, you're done, you're off. So we didn't want to take any chances. So you know what we did, which was good, because the one that you had died, and I had to tug that thing back through sugar sand. We had the bag with us that weighed probably 20 pounds.
I don't think the bag was that heavy.
It seemed like that after doing that. But anyway.
But I don't think it was that heavy. It had like 2 waters, which we drank 1.5 because we were trying to save it. Yeah. It was like going through a desert.
It was, the sun was just blaring on you. And not only that, the segways, it wasn't from the campground to the actual entrance point, the trailhead. So we didn't calculate that in. By the time we got back, it was almost close to 10 miles, right? Yeah. 9 point something miles.
And I think it calculated you walking up and down when we were there too a little bit.
That's if I could walk there. I mean, luckily I was able to, because it was like, you know, we were on the segways most of the time.
Yeah, on the way
there. But on the way back, it was the longest over 4-mile trip. I just kept looking. I didn't see anything. I didn't see civilization.
Listen, there was absolutely no shade on that trail.
0.
This is our warning to you.
Yeah.
If you come to St. George Island State Park and you want to do that trail, which it is a very nice ending, bring water, lots of water, bring a sun hat, protection from the sun, sunblock.
I gotta tell you, you know, we've been in, like, I don't know, we're Washington State, Arcadia or wherever. We had to hike for miles.
Arcadia is in Maine,
but once
up that way.
All right, but once we got there, that was a beautiful sight.
Yeah.
I don't know if that
constitutes the, well, maybe if you're on a bike. I mean, that's a heck of a walk.
If you're on an electric bike or something like that, so where you got some assistance in this sun and heat, And I'm not lazy. I'm not saying you can't pedal there. You can pedal there. You know what I mean? But it's just the heat. If you can get assistance somehow. Because that was like treacherous. When we even looked at it, it said hard or difficult or whatever.
It said difficult. And I'm
how
like,
difficult could it be?
You're in Florida. It's flat. No, I think it's difficult because of the heat, because of the sand. You're going to be walking through the sand. There's absolutely no shade. I think that's why they say it's difficult. Not the terrain as far as mountainous and rockiness and stuff like that.
And the point to all this is if you see a trailhead and it doesn't give you distances, I would say the first thing you need to do is go up to the ranger station and you need to ask somebody, actually, how far is that trail? Or because once you get out there,
you don't want to turn back.
It's like, how much further is it? How much further is it? There's nothing on the trail that says 0.5 miles or 1
2
mile.
miles.
You don't have any markers at all. You're just following
the
pathway to wherever you're going. And let me tell you something. I seen tree lines out in the distance. I said, we can't possibly go out that far. I said, yeah, it's beyond that yet. So it gave me cues on the way back and saying, man, we're not even halfway back yet, because I remembered seeing all that stuff on the way in. So just let that be a lesson to you.
We did it so that you don't have to.
That if you have any question, if the map's not clear, if they give you a map, which that isn't on the map.
No, that's not on the map.
So if they give you anything and you come across a trailhead that doesn't have any indication of how far that is, definitely you go to the front and you ask, because they're going to know. And it's funny because on the way back, we didn't video this, but on the way back, we were dying. And a ranger drove right past us and went like this.
And waved at us.
Kept right on going as we're tugging our Segways back. Oh, by the way, she had one line on her. So she basically, it was assisting her on the way back, but I was tugging mine through sugar sand. Totally different situation.
Yeah, it was better.
That helped out a lot. That it still had battery life in it to assist her by rolling.
Yeah, it kind of rolled itself.
But mine wasn't rolling on itself. So anyway, that's the con so far. What else? What do you got?
So the hike was about 4 miles, a little over 4 miles. One way.
Yeah.
Just so you know how long that hike was.
Yeah.
And the other one was 1 mile, and then a mile back.
Yeah, a mile back. And we didn't even go all the way to the camp. It goes to the campsite.
Yeah, no.
But we didn't even go.
We turned around.
Yeah. And the heat in Florida, you guys really, if you're not from here, you got to be careful. Definitely be hydrated. Definitely take sunblock, for sure.
And we took 2 frozen waters on that 4 mile hike.
And it was warm.
And it was hot by the time we got to the other side. I mean, it was melted.
Solid. They were solid frozen.
Yeah, they weren't just slushy. They were frozen.
You see? And I don't ever learn my lessons. I know when we went
I even took the sunblock with us.
When we went to the jetty, I sprayed it. Man, how much better it was. I just don't like the stickiness and stuff like that.
That one's not that sticky.
No, I wish I would have just used it.
I got the Neutrogena, like, fine mist one.
Yeah.
It's not even sticky.
I should have used it.
So, lesson learned again.
Is there any other, like, cons that you can think of?
No, I think that's it. I think the campground's nice. It's clean. I mean, it could be paved. We've been in nicer ones. But as far as a campground being just water and electric, the bathhouse was set up a little weird, as you saw in the video, that like the shower in that little corner, but that's, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I like the
Not a big deal. You could still take a shower.
Yeah, I like the fact that there's a big parking area over there for the beach.
Yeah. As
well as there's like 4 different smaller parking areas
along the way in.
Along the way.
They're big. There's a couple big parking lots you could use.
Yeah, so if you want to take your cooler and like a lot of stuff, you have kids and beach toys and all that, you can just drive it right down. 5 minutes. You're right there at the beach. I like that.
Nice.
I like the fact that there are picnic tables. I don't like the fact that, once again,
stand-up grills.
They don't have the stand-up grill. I mean, we bring our grill, but it's nice. We always bring charcoal just in case to have the stand-up grills.
Like at the fort, them type of grills. Perfectly fine,
Because you can grill on those little the little fire rings. They have the grate that goes on top, but I'd rather be grilling on the stand-up grill. So that... But it is what it is. We bring our grill, so that's not really a negative.
No real deal breakers, I would say.
No.
I will say this, though. As far as, like, campgrounds are concerned, I definitely like the Henderson one. I think the water was much nicer. I mean, I like that campground. It's almost like your private.
The site was all gravel and clean, and check out that video if you haven't seen it. Henderson.
Very nice.
Yeah, Henderson Campground, Henderson State Park Campground.
And we didn't get any rain, which was nice.
You know,
right around us.
In that video when we first got here and we were videoing the sites, and we said, "Oh, the rain's coming." In the intro, that rain went right around us. It didn't even rain.
So overall, nice campground.
Thumbs up. Oh, how about the Wi-Fi?
Spotty. We have T-Mobile. I have a mobile hotspot also. Like right now, it's working. We're like streaming TV and everything else off of it. It's perfectly fine. But spotty, cell service, spotty Wi-Fi service. Depending on your service. I don't know. If you have Verizon, it might work.
But we do have
1,000 times better. But.
Yeah, we do have service out here, cell service.
Yeah.
And we do have some sort of Wi-Fi here and there.
In the desert, we got a phone call, so I got some sort of service out there somewhere in the high desert.
Yeah, we call it the desert. Yeah, like I said, we do these things so that you don't have to.
Yeah, we take the pain, the suffering.
We should have videoed ourselves.
We should have. We need to do more of that, by the way, so you guys actually see what we're going through. You know what I mean?
Our faces were.
I'm sure you guys would have.
Beet red. I came back to this RV and I took a totally cold shower. Not one drop of hot water. Not one.
I thought I was going to have a heat stroke. Not kidding you. Not kidding you. And I also said, you know, maybe we need to start looking into like electric bikes or something so we could go the distances, the longer distances, so we don't have to worry about
running out of battery.
Having a dead battery. At least we could pedal. But there was no pedaling. It was just dragging through quicksand the whole way back, pretty much. It seemed like it. But anyway, that's it.
I think that's it.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this road trip. We appreciate you guys watching. So if you appreciate us, hit that thumbs up. We would appreciate that also. And until the next road trip,
keep smiling.
because they are free. Take care, guys.
Bye.